Time is right. There's no better team. Arm in arm, we'll in the fight. It's always been our dream. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCat, SHIRO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. You want to support, links down below as well. We've got a bit to go over here. What did I tell? Oh yeah, Cryptoys bought. How will VeVe respond? The rest of this stuff. First off, on the day, China is suspending the 24% tariff on U.S. imports for at least a year, which I thought was really fantastic. That should be able to help us with crypto a little bit. That being said, it didn't really. Let's take a look at what the overall trend is down. Bitcoin down 2% on the day. Ethereum down 2.5%. XRP down 5%. Solana down 3%. Lido Stake down 2.5%. Tron down 1.5%. Doge down 2.3%. Still at 16 cents. Nice. Cardano down 1%. Wrapped ETH down 2.5%. Wrapped Bitcoin down 2%. Wrapped Beacon ETH down 2%. I don't really care about that. All right, let's. Zcash is up 14%. They're actually up 62% on the week. Good for them. I'll only focus here on stuff that is up or down more than 10%. ICP up 13%, almost 14%. The Near protocol, Near is up 10%. So we actually we do have a couple things that are up. Filecoin up 50%. What the heck did they do? Whatever happened with Filecoin? They are now the number 74 token, just ahead of the Trump token that is down 5%. Crypto believes that this will be $100 billion market cap. It's only 1.5 right now, so it's very low. I think they're talking about blow off top. I think he's talking about when meme season comes back. When will that be? I have no idea. I'm going to say at some point next year. Caspa's up 16%. Nice. Pump Fund down almost 10%, about 9.5% on the day, and I think that is it. Most of the top stuff is down. You have sporadically stuff that's up 10%, which is nice. Any reasons why? Filecoin, they must have had some type of announcement. I'm not sure. But that's what the overall market is looking like. And crypto is being bought. Let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, Ben and Chris? Crikey, first place today. Good day, mate. I hope you go in and you're having a great day, night, day, wherever it is near you. Bill Garner says, dang, too fast for me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Kuma saying, what up, fam? How's it going, brother? Love that Vegeta PFP as well. Is there a sauce for this? Cryptoys is bought, or is this just another clickbait? I typically don't do clickbait, but let's go over it here. Let's see where we're at. We have to go to today's screenshots and saved photos. God, I love this game. We have Federal Reserve, there's Trump. All right, Cryptoys announcing, we're excited to announce that Cryptoys is officially coming to the abstract chain. The world's biggest brands, the world's most iconic characters, now on the world's most exciting chain. A new era begins. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've heard of the abstract chain before this. This was not something that I apparently apparently 54 other people that I follow are they follow abstract chain. They also have 621,000 followers in general. And it's like, okay, well, we see those numbers. We know sometimes they could be manipulated. What are their impressions like? Every single post has at least tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of impressions. I don't think I saw it, granted, in like the last week. But I don't think I saw any posts that got less than 10,000 views or 10,000 impressions, which is pretty significant because VeVe doesn't always get that. I can't remember the last time VeVe got 100,000 impressions, which abstract seems to do pretty often. And again, I'm pretty excited for the fact that it looks like VeVe might have some competition here. Let me go to the original post that I assume they retweeted. They did. So the original post by Cryptoys, which up until I think today had like 19, they gained like a couple thousand followers in the last 8 hours. So good for them. They actually have more than me now. And they pinned this tweet that has 291,000 impressions because most of the rest of the tweets that they had, granted they haven't tweeted, I think, in months. Yeah, it's been a long time. The only thing that they're doing here right now. Oh no, they tweeted yesterday saying the next era of Cryptoys is taking shape. A new chapter is imminent. 4,200 impressions. That's a thing. October 14th, they were ended 6,600 impressions. Big update on August 19th, they said 8,600 impressions. So, and again, I don't think they've actually had any drops in like a year. So, honestly, I'm surprised that they were even still around, but it looks like they've been at least in negotiations probably since last year, but on February 24th, they're like, hey, the next chapter of Cryptoys is coming, hard at work behind the scenes. And that was February 24th. And it was, so again, there's very little, I shouldn't say, there is, if my mind is going, okay, let's vote on what likely happened. Did they get acquired? Or did they somehow strike this partnership with Abstract Chain based on their revenues, which the last year they've had like none. So that's probably not it. It's most likely that they got acquired. They haven't said yet, but that being said, they have, between their licenses, you figure that maybe one of those people, maybe it was like, maybe not Animoca, because Marvel really doesn't like Animoca, but maybe Disney, maybe we're trying to think. Again, I have no idea, but one of the things that I see is all of the Pudgy Penguins peeps commenting like, hey, this is huge. You have Luca Netz that was commenting. He has 231,000 followers. If you don't know who he is, he's just the Pudgy Penguins like main guy. And I think you actually had Pudgy Penguins go in and either requote this or retweet this. You have Logan Ross, who's the marketer at Abstract Chain, that has 17,000 followers, almost 18. You have PP McPhee, who has 59,000 followers from Pudgy Penguin, saying they put the mouse on the green chain, talking about Disney when they're talking about the mouse. There's no other things. I mean, Pikachu, I guess, would be an electric mouse, but nobody has that license yet. So right now, you have a bunch of people that are super excited because they don't, and this is where VeVe has, I don't want to say failed, because if anyone remembers Star Wars Episode 1, you have that old guy that looked like Headmaster Charleston with a just big beard. He goes to Qui-Gon and says, the negotiations seem to have failed. And Qui-Gon says, the negotiations never took place. VeVe has had a marketing problem, or I guess lack of marketing problem, where they haven't really done a ton for either the token or the app. And it shows, because you go in and have a big announcement like this from Cryptoys and from Abstract, and what happens? You have a bunch of people that have no idea who VeVe is that are just like, bro, Disney's on Abstract? Congrats, welcome to Abstract. You have a bunch of the VeVe people going in and giving them props, which they rightly should. You have someone else from Pudgy Penguin saying you've chosen wisely. Huge party with Pudgy Penguins. Yeah, there's a bunch of Pudgy. So I feel like Pudgy Penguins might have had a hand in this as well. I again, this is all just kind of speculation here, but I'm almost positive they would have gotten acquired. I haven't gone and taken a look into the shareholdings agreement or anything with them. You could probably find that online. This is just coming in from experience. You have Johnny saying Abstract got Disney before GTA 6, which is now delayed until November 2026. But you have a bunch of people that are saying, like, massive news, Disney is coming to Abstract, and Cryptoys are cooking. Absolute madness. Love this Giga Chad moment. Huge for consumers. Congrats. I swear there were a lot more people that were talking about Disney, but not on, maybe it was on the actual Abstract one, which I'll go to now. Oh yeah, it was. Pudgy Penguins in general, that has over 700,000 followers on them. They had commented on Abstract saying it seems big. I wonder why. Will Weinrob as well, that has 9,300 followers, saying we're just getting started. And again, he's going in and posting that Pudgy Penguin, like, so there has to be some type of collab with Pudgy Penguins. I don't know what it is. Will Reinbob even has a Pudgy Penguin PFP. And when you're CEO at Cryptoys and your PFP is something that you don't have on your app, maybe that means something. Color me stupid, if I can quote Green Day. Yeah, like riddle me that, Batman. Why would a CEO at Cryptoys have a PFP of a project that's not on his app or platform? Maybe Pudgy Penguins has something to do with it. Maybe not, but just throwing that out there. Luca Net, same thing, going over with the Pudgy Penguin fist bump. Do they have fists? Flipper bump? Anyway, a bunch of those people saying huge congrats. Corners, 9,000 followers, said Mickey just minted magic. Depressive Hack says Disney will buy my abstract. Everyone's super excited about it. Mass adoption just got a little more magical, says Rangers 76,000. And I'm not sure if he knows what VeVe is, but he just goes on and says like mass adoption got a little more magical, as in, oh, hey, this will bring mass adoption, and maybe it could. I hope it does. Mathander says see you real soon. Culture Third Web says that's a cultural unlock. Third Web has 96,000 followers on X. Brian H, 9,000 followers, says it's a digital Disneyland. Maker, 3,200 followers, says consumer crypto equals Disney and the likes of others coming on chain. So this person doesn't even know that Disney's already on the blockchain several dozens, if not hundreds of times over on VeVe. And yeah, this is a lot of people have just been going over and saying, yeah, this is great. Disney's finally coming on chain, as if they weren't on chain for half a decade already. Reveliac says, wow, Disney hopping on the abstract train? That's wild. Web3's pulling in the big guns now. Let's see if this isn't just another hype train. So again, people just super surprised that Disney's going on chain. It's just because they don't know that Disney's already on chain. So again, I'm very excited to see what this partnership has in store. VeVe needs some competition, and up until literally today, I would have said nobody was in second place. I think this immediately puts Cryptoys in second place. And heck, they could, with some proper marketing, with Abstract's insane amount of followers and traction that they get, they could be a real competitor, and they might have a chance of overtaking VeVe at some point. Now, we've seen something like this before. We've seen the Winklevoss twins and Gary Vaynerchuk and other people invest 50, or originally Recur had raised $5 million. Cool. Good. And then they raised $55 million more at like a $350 million valuation back in 2022, 2021, 2022. As soon as they, and I was excited. It's like, hey, they got Hey Arnold, they got Rugrats, like all these Paramount things. The Star Trek, it's cool. We had them, so that wasn't a big deal. But they also had Hello Kitty. I was like, oh, that's a really big one. It's like, okay, this is something to watch. And then as soon as their advertisements came out for Hey Arnold and Rugrats, I was like, y'all got this all wrong. I'm not worried at all. This is trash. And lo and behold, they went bankrupt X amount of time later. So this is really good hype. A lot of people get on the hype train, and if they can execute, I could picture this being like the NFT wars, and I would love that, because I think that that forces everyone to be better, and that forces everyone to up their game. Like the console wars back in the day between Sony, Sega, and then Nintendo, and then Xbox came in, and it was crazy. Console wars were great, but we had a renaissance of amazing video games that just got better and better and better. So I think this is a good thing for the space. And again, a lot of these people that have no idea that Disney's already on the blockchain, they'll go on and they'll buy whatever's on Cryptoys. They'll buy Vader, because they'll go on, they're like, oh, they already have Vader, they have Luke Skywalker, they have Princess Leia, this is awesome, they have the whole family there. And the ones that are excited will probably look in deeper, and they'll do like a Google, they'll do a YouTube, be like, all right, Darth Vader NFTs, let's see what other people are saying about this. And then they'll find mine and a bunch of other people's videos. Like, what? I thought, wait, these NFTs are on. Did they drop on what's this VeVe platform? And then they'll go over, oh, VeVe, what is this? And again, you'll have this cross pollination of things. So either way, I think this is great for the space, and that's what we want. Is we want people to grow the hobby, which is what they're doing. And again, a little competition never hurt anyone. So I'm very excited to. I feel like Palpatine. We will watch your career with great interest. Made him hilarious. I did. So shout out to Nike the pig as well, saying Boxer Nike has one brain cell and is permanently set to punch. Met him in his locker room where he's live streaming to his followers, flexing and yelling about fighting 3 people in one night. He grabs me, pulled me into his camera, and goes, "This is the best cosplayer I've ever seen. He's an unfit version of me." I don't know how I'm gonna do his voice yet. I forgot I wrote that line, but that line is hysterical. And shout out to Nike the Pig that has 9,900 followers and has the blessing of Charles Hoskinson from Cardano. And yeah, I can't wait for him to read the comic as well. daCat comic, I should say. Anyway, let's continue on. Did Abstract, Luca, Abstract. Oh, Abstract Ecosystem also has 312,000 followers. I'm saying we really got Disney on Abstract for GTA 6. That's great. I went over the Pudgy Penguins. Seems big. Okay, cool. Now that I've gone over that, let's take a look at our other cryptos. Let's take a look at daCat. Where are we at? daCat has had literally $2 of volume the last 24 hours. What? I don't know what the heck is going on there. $399,000 in liquidity, $1.6 million market cap. It was just not a good volume day for daCat. Again, literally no volume. I'm not even gonna count the $2 or anything. Planet Vampire giving that party hat. Love it. JTOR89 says Microsoft Meta or Apple need to buy VeVe ASAP. Okay, so yeah, how will VeVe respond? Let's take a look at it. Let's prognosticate a little bit and pontificate and all other synonyms for speculate. For the speculation is my job. I would not want them to buy it. I would want them to invest in it. And that also might have happened with Cryptoys. Maybe the platform got bought, or maybe they just raised a bunch of money. But again, the platform is whoever did is whether it's Abstract, whether it's Pudgy Penguins, whoever did it probably didn't buy it for the platform because the amount of users there was really not a lot. They probably did it for the licenses. The license, like again, that's very hard to get. And let's say if you're Pudgy Penguins, right? And you're just like, hey, we have all these crazy NFTs. Maybe they wanted to do high-end digital collectibles with VeVe, right? And again, pure speculation here. Maybe they wanted to do those collectibles with VeVe, and then VeVe's like, oh, listen, we have a very rigorous drop schedule already. You know, we have all these brands that we have to, you know, try to make room for, and we can get you on, but we can get you on, you know, in like 3 months. We can get you on, you know, a couple drops a year. And if you're Pudgy Penguins, like, no, I want to drop things every month, multiple times a month. And with VeVe, you probably just can't have that because it's, you know, kind of not fair to the other people that have been here for a while. So they probably went where they were, and again, pure speculation scenario, but I could picture this kind of happening, where they go over Cryptoys, be like, hey, we have this great brand. We like your licenses. Let's work out a deal. And let's go over and see how not only we could have drops on your brand of the 3 digital collectibles, they could have some side of utility. Let's have it, you know, be bought in Pengu. You know, let's go on the Abstract chain. Let's do like whatever. There's going to be stuff like this that happens where, okay, you can't do what you want in one place, so you go to the area that does. It's like relationships. They're like, okay, hey, this chick is super hot, and you know, she's great arm candy, and she's you know, when it's right, but you know, she's just a pain in the balls, and it's like, bro, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's like you're awesome in a few ways, but I don't like the way you treat me. I don't like this. I don't like that. I'm gonna go with someone who doesn't look as good as you, or maybe they look better, like whatever. I'm just gonna go with someone that treats me better. And you go. I feel like that's what's going to happen here, and you've already seen it with institutions buying up all, like Ripple's buying everything. Anyone that has like great technology, like I guarantee you, like for DEVVE, that they've probably already been approached to get bought because of their proprietary technology. because of the patents that they have. Again, you don't have the fastest blockchain in the world and not get offered to be bought. XRP, Ripple probably I don't know, what would they have? They'd probably offer them $1 billion for it, and they'd probably say no, because like the market cap of the token is going to go to multiple billions of dollars after they announce who their stock exchange partner is. Anyone else hella curious? I don't know. Evidence kind of points to NASDAQ, but I don't know. Like I see a bunch of these whales that from like DEVVE, and they go in and there's like, bro, somebody sold the other day, I think it was yesterday, $23,000 of DEVVE in one clip, and it just, you know, it nukes the price to 25 cents. It's up to 37 cents now, so it's literally up 50% from that low, and it's like, why would you do that if, again, it looks like the evidence is pointed that it might be that it could be NASDAQ. Now, granted, that's one of the things it could be. It could be London Exchange, Beijing, Hong Kong, New York Stock Exchange, like whatever else. But based on other things we've seen, it looks like it could be NASDAQ. And but here's the, like, if it was, and let's say, I don't know, like, then why are some of these whales selling? Like, if it is like that, then if something that big and that awesome is like kind of confirmed to some insiders, how are these whales selling? Like, why would you do that? It's like, let's say if VeVe was in talks with like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, like whoever, and it's like, yeah, we're looking at being, you know, partial, maybe not even acquired, you know, like partial fundraising. It's just like, okay, why would you sell OMI at that point? There's no reason to, because once that announcement hits, it would go insane. But yeah, how should VeVe respond? I've been saying for a long time they should raise money. Obviously, hindsight is 2020. They should have raised money in 2021, 2022 when they were worth a couple $1 billion. Now, I don't know what they're worth, but it's not going to be what they were 4 years ago. So, like, yeah, selling 10% of the company in 2021, 2022, let's say worth $2 billion, you get 200 million. Now, I don't even know if the company's worth 200 million. Now you get like 20 million for 10%. And don't get me wrong, they could go and do that, and they could raise money whenever they want. I just feel like if I were the team, I were David or Dan, and be like, hey, we could have got so much for this, and we didn't. And we can't sell any of the company now while we're worth, you know, a fraction of what we were. So yeah, that's gonna get hard. The VeVe verse, I don't know if that was, I don't know if that's under a separate company, or if that's under Orbis as well. But I mean, they don't have to sell part of the VeVe app. They could sell part of like VeVe Comics. They could sell part of the VeVe verse. They don't have to do it part of the company. They could do a subsidiary of it, sell part of Akomi. I don't know what value Akomi has to anyone else outside of VeVe, but you know, raising money. Generally, the best time to raise money is when you don't need it. Yeah, 2021, 2022. But and again, they don't really need it. Again, they're doing fine without it. But you know what they could do with that money is, I don't want to say invaluable, because it has a value. But if they were to raise money, that would, I think, positively impact the token, the sentiment. Because even though, again, I trust David and Dan with mi corazón, my heart, other people that maybe don't think that they are fit to run a business, they'll be like, oh, okay, well, we're getting money from these people. You know, they'll have insight. They'll put someone in. They'll save the company. It's like, bro, the company's doing fine. They don't need to be saved. But again, that will help the sentiment from people that do believe that. So I think they should raise a little bit of money, even if they sell like 2% to whoever. If it's a big name, it doesn't matter. If it's a big name, it's fine. Dr. Strange, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Okay, let's go. Where were we at? Left. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't. What the fudge? I guess people are getting their other coins, other gold coins, and I have not yet. Have been VeVe Gold. And now they are $490. Okay, I don't even know if I want to mint mine. My other one. Where are we at here? I know, I feel like an island. Space Penguin replying. Thank you, Space Penguin. Love you with all my heart. I would love it if I were to get a have another collab with Space Penguin. They're pretty awesome. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. I had like 8 million messages in the first. What are we laughing? Oh, I'm chilling. All right, that's fine. Tomorrow 3 cool beans. I just have to set something up in the calendar real quick, and then I'll get right back to you. Or is that 5? Okay, 5. Good. Meow, 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 5, meow. I guarantee you this dude's gonna ask to buy some OMI. We'll go over that next. Because OMI is my homie. The amount of people that I've gotten contacted from recently that is asking to try to facilitate an OTC deal is a lot. So the problem is they're doing like $1,000 to $2,000 buys because they're all American, and they don't have access, and some of them are just not technologically literate. They're just like, I have Coinbase and like Coinbase wallet, and it's like, what is this OKX wallet? What is this Binance wallet? What is all? And it's like, okay, well, they're really only buying from one place because again, in America, we just don't have access to any of the other exchanges unless you do use a VPN. Which again, like, I'm surprised some of these guys are even able to operate a Coinbase and a Coinbase wallet. Like doing a VPN, like this is not going to happen. So again, there's a half a dozen guys that are putting in like $1,000 at a time, 2,000 at a time, and they're just like, I don't want to do this. I'm busy. Like I don't have time for this, because you have to sit there for what is it, 6 like all day to type in like, okay, buy $1,000 worth, wait 45 minutes, try to buy another $1,000 worth. And the big mystery that I'm finding is that I don't know who's selling OMI, because there are, let's see the volume on it today. It's $2.5 million in volume, which is not a lot. And I know my guys are putting in like a good 50K like per day. And it's just, it's funny to me that there's so many people that are saying like, yeah, we're selling OMI, we're done with it. But yet there's like no OMI to buy. Like the DEXs have like 100K in volume a day, half of which is my friends, and no exchange has any more than like 6.5 billion tokens on it. So most people are actually holding, but clearly like there are people that are, and again, this is Whale Wars like part 2, because like my guys can't get it, like because they don't want to pump the price, but sometimes it does, and as soon as it does, it goes right back down, and we can't tell who's selling. So they have like unlimited OMI, like whoever it is, maybe could be a couple people, but right now, if somebody had it, we could do like 2 billion OMI, which is, in the grand scheme of things, is not a lot. It's like 200-ish, that $240,000 is 1.2 now, or 00012. So again, it's less than $250,000. But we just like, nobody's dealing, nobody's selling. So it's like, who the heck is selling? That's like the biggest mystery I see right now. Again, this is in America. If we were to have an actual order book, might be a little easier, because even on Coinbase, again, it's super easy to buy on Coinbase. It takes 12 seconds, but there's just no order book on there, so you can't buy an active sell order. It's, yeah, really wild. Anyway, wait, was that? Sorry, give me 1 sec. Why are you okay? Word on the street, you hating on Geomate? I have no idea who this is. Is now, did they change their name? I don't know what that is. That a key lime pie? My friends are crazy. Okay, anyway, I know. Will Jesus return before GTA? Okay, so yeah, GTA 6 has now been delayed until November of next year. This has been delayed like 8 years already. And on Polymarket, there's some very interesting bets. What will happen before the release of GTA 6? ChatGPT 6, yeah, 59%. New Playboy Cardi album, 59%. Russia-Ukraine ceasefire, 57%. I honestly, I should bet on the Russia-Ukraine ceasefire because I bet that does, yeah, definitely get that. New Rihanna album, 55%. Trump out as president. There's a greater than 50% chance that Trump is out as president before the release of GTA 6. That is wild. China invading Taiwan is also almost 1 in 2 chance. It's 49%. Jesus Christ returns is at a 48% chance that it happens before GTA 6 is released. Like, this is literally a coin flip. That Jesus, and there are 2 million. Wait, oh God, what did I just do? There are $2 million in bets. So you have at least $950,000 betting that Jesus Christ, literally, like the Son of God, returns before next year, like in a calendar year. Anyone else want to take this bet? I'm not gonna lie, 2020, life is strange. I don't want to take. I would much rather put in a bet where I would make less money that the Russia-Ukraine ceasefire. 57% chance. But yeah, it's literally that is insane. That I don't. People are so crazy. Noah sent. Oh, and Jim had the same. Oh, and Gald to about not liking. Textman for. Oh, okay. Yes, I love him. Noah, I said hi. I have a correct my spelling mistake. Yeah, I know. I don't have an iPhone. Aw, Bay. Okay. Bill Gardner. Yeah. Wow. These assets are not on chain per Dan. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Go to any of the, I assume, dozens of videos where they're clearly on chain. Dark Matter Sprinkles, tell me how Earth 2 is doing. Take a look. Let's do the token first and see where that's at today. If I can find it. The Essence token, down about 10% on the day to just under a $9 million market cap, 15.8 thousand in volume. What I do not love, what I actually hate about this is that the liquidity, 100,000 for a $9 million market cap is not great, but also that out of that 100K liquidity, which it's actually 99,000, $71,000 of that is Essence, and only $27,000 of that is Ethereum. So that does not make me want to buy the token, because if you want to cash out $30,000, which is not a lot of money, again, this has a $8.9 million market cap, and if you want to cash out 30,000 of it, you can't, because it doesn't, like, the liquidity doesn't support that, which is bananas. So that makes me not want to buy it. That being said, that can turn on a dime, and the company's still making money. And when they need to make a little more money, they just do a drop. They sell a skin, and they sell a gun, and they sell, whatever it is that they sell. And why's my hair doing that? I have these old things that are not as tight as the newer ones, and I know that sounds like a line for, like, well, I should date younger women, but it's not. It's just a come on. trying to get my hair tie in order over here. Okay, there we go. So that's the token that doesn't look great. They Discord groups and such. Oh, yeah. No, it was awesome. Okay, where are we at here? Bitcoin down to 101 just now. All right, Earth2. Let's go to their X account real quick. 19,000 followers. 5 days ago, they said Reality Thread 4, crafting combat and core E2V1 optimizations. Okay, they had a couple of things here. The first crafting system, gather, experiment, and create combat. Combat begins. Wield the spear and shield. Campfires, torches, and backpacks. Survival tools for exploration. Performance optimizations, faster, leaner, and more performant. Reality Thread 4 marks a new chapter in progress inside Earth2 version 1. Every improvement brings us closer to massive, open, connected, living, geolocational metaverse. As always, bugs are expected in pre-alpha and will be fixed progressively as we refine and expand. Please allow our team to resolve any issues when deploying new updates. Reality Thread 4 is a significant update and will require resetting our multiplayer services to update server code. That's cool. Give that a like. That was 5 days ago. Let's see if Shane Isaac, I don't know how to spell his name. Is it the Shane Isaac? Yes, it is. It is the Shane Isaac. 11,000 followers over on X. Nah, he's not been very active. That being said, they have one of the prettiest metaverses out there. They have a sweet community. Again, still making money. They've been working on this for half a decade now. And it's good. They have jewels that are set to expire soon, so you won't be able to get any more new jewels. So people have been hoarding those. And what happens? Are they going to become super scarce? Probably. So I think people will hold on to them for a bit. People will use them obviously to increase whatever in their. Well, for me, I have a whole ass link down below to my, not metaverse, my island, my mass piece of land that I have in Antarctica. So tell me how Earth2 is doing. At first glance, it's just like it doesn't look great, but looking deeper into it, they still have money. If the metaverse narrative hits again, they'll be doing extremely well because again, they have one of the prettiest metaverses out there. They do have a community, they have a decent amount of people, and they could probably same as VeVe. They could probably raise money whenever they want to. Bill Gardner saying Earth2 is killing it. People running around bounty hunting right now in the world. So if you go to the actual website, like the app, you have, I think, 5 transactions per second of somebody raiding, crafting, buying land, selling land, getting these jewels. Like it. There's a ton of activity on that website. That guarantee you they have more users than VeVe. I guarantee they have more active users than VeVe because the amount of things that are being done at any given second is insane. So the token price doesn't really reflect that. The company, like I said, is doing fine, and the community is good. Like clearly, they're very active. It's just the token has just been severely punished. Single digit millions in market cap is not where I thought it would go. I have some of the token. I have a big plot of land down there. I have several plots of land, but big one in Antarctica. Link down below if you want to take a look. And like Bill Gardner's saying, they probably have more people in their metaverse than VeVe does in theirs. Now, granted, the difference in market cap was insanely huge, and now it's not. Market cap for Essence is 8.9 million. For OMI, it's 34 million. It's only like a 4-ish, yeah, about a 4x almost. So it's close. And they could close the gap if the metaverse hits, they might close the gap. Planet Vampire says, I don't have a nose for these future predictions. I'm a nostril. Nostradamus. I appreciate it. I'm at 616 reposting the stream. Thank you, friendo. Thank you. Let's do. All right. All right. DEVVE. DEVVE, up 9% on the day to 37 cents. And again, they had a wicked sell the other day that took us all the way down to 25 cents. That was 2 days ago. That was on the 4th. Then we went down to 28 cents a few hours later, and then it's been nothing but up since. Now at 37 cents. Let's take a look at the volume here for the DEVVE. Whenever we're meant to be together, I'll be there. Oh, sorry. Hey, 431,000 in volume. Normally they have like 250, 260, but they have 431, so another 180,000 in volume than normal. And I assume that's why they are up 9.5% on the day. So I will take that. That is something that I will take. I put it in a video the other day. I finally have 100,000 DEVVE, which the 2 days ago was worth 25K. Now it's worth 37. So I'll take that. And again, I think this is one of the things that goes absolutely. I posted, or maybe I don't know if I posted it. I know I took a screenshot of something like it. Something just like this. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says trading hours in markets that close are outdated. Tokenized assets will be better for everyone with instant settlement and 24/7 availability. I think the dev ecosystem and their dev exchange can handle this. Maybe he should look into that. If he doesn't know who they are now, he will very soon. So we are in November now. It's been a while since I've done up. So it's Thursday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 weeks. I estimate that in about 6 weeks, they could potentially go off and announce their exchange partner. And this way we have, another week after that, kind of, then you have Christmas, and then just, I believe that in 6 weeks, they might have, they might go on and announce that. Now, it could be delayed and we could not get it till sometime in mid to late Q1 next year. It could be delayed by a little bit, maybe get it early Q1. They could do it on December 31st, and they would still be announcing who their exchange partner is in Q4. Or they could announce it like tomorrow. Again, we had a pretty nice uptick here today. But why? Why did we have this uptick today? What is going on today? Are they getting ready for an announcement? And some people know, and maybe they've been buying. I don't know. All I know is that as soon as the announcement is made and we do like a 10x overnight, everyone will be like, oh my God, I should have sold my car. I should have sold my house. I should have sold my children into white slavery. And then I should have bought more, DEVVE. And then I should have, bought everything back. And that's what's going to happen. But again, it might not happen until next year. They say that Q4 is when it's happening, and it could happen literally tomorrow. And the 10x really just gets us to a $330 million market cap, which is exceedingly low. I think they do another 10x from that. I've talked to Believes Crypto. He thinks they go to 5 billion, which is clearly more than 100x. Yeah, $33. I think at $30, I have to get a DEVVE tattoo, which is fine. I'll do it because that would be, I'd have like $3 million. So yeah, I'll take it if it happens. We'll see. All right, let's keep on going. Omar loves VeVe saying good evening, Omar. How you doing, brother? We have after DEVVE, let's do Definity. which they were up yesterday and down 5% today to 1.6 cents. $2.5 million market cap, $452 in liquidity. I wish, trying to see if daCat can kind of overtake it in market cap, but we are not there yet. They're both, but the address here, if you take a look at their split, 47,000 DEFINITY, 47,000 Ethereum. So they have a really good split. $95,000 in liquidity for $2.5 million market cap. Earth2 had $99,000 in liquidity for an $8.9 million market cap. So this is obviously a much better, much more liquid than that. And for daCat though, for $1.6 million market cap, it's 400K liquidity. Just throwing that out there. daCat's awesome that way. This is another one. Be advised, daCat is currently pre-revenue, where DEFINITY is making an insane amount of money every month, more than VeVe. And yeah, the $2.5 million market cap makes no sense. I need to get more. I think I'll get more soon. I'll keep you posted with it. Give me 1 sec. I have to take a look at something. While I do that, Dog Boy, then gonna have to bring an extra suitcase for decon swag. We might have things that will, yeah, agreed, sir. Yeah, man, I'm going a little more DEFINITY soon. Oh my God, VeVe Magic thing now. I shot you a text before. Oh my God, you texted back. Okay, thank you. Love you. Okay, yeah. I can't wait to Magic. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait. Hopefully we'll have something to celebrate. Probably not, but you know, hopefully. I love you so much, bro. Can't wait. Bill Gardner saying Shane is starting to look like Gandalf. Bro, his beard is epic. His beard is just, I love it. I love it so much. We got the Cray Mountain says, aloha, everyone. Aloha, Mr. Slimer. We love you. I love my bears. Late, but done. Thank you. Got a meeting. Okay, very good. You have your meeting. I don't need to be part of that. Let's do SHIRO, because we haven't done SHIRO yet. I want to see what my bay is up to. My little white bay, SHIRO. We are down 12% on the day. Oh, that's not good. $2.3 million market cap. But there's still $519,000 in volume. The volume's still there. The community's still there. This is one of my babies. This is one that they're going to be on VeVe, and they're going to do great. They'll sell out faster than most others, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to freaking see it. We'll be doing giveaways. There'll be incentives to buy it, to stack it, and all that. It'll be a good time. And actually, next week I should be able to have a SHIRO renewal. We'll get them on, and we will further draw close the bonds that tie our two cats, daCat and SHIRO. Those will both be on VeVe, most likely next year. J81789, shout out from Elmont. Thanks for taking the photo with my daughter and I in New York. Of course. Always gotta go in and hang with the fam. Always gotta try to be a little personable. So I try to do that. I mean, mostly it's just me. So let me ask y'all something. Oh, I forgot I put creatine in. Very well needed. Okay, so this has happened a couple of times. I try to stay in my own lane. I try to whatever works for me, works for me. Like I don't change it. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? So for me, I've had to especially recently, but throughout my life, a fair amount of success with the ladies, and a lot of that happened to be just okay, be outgoing, be confident, work out, have a decent body, and yeah, that helped a lot. But there have been a bunch of times, like I'm going to say like half a dozen, which I know doesn't sound like, and there's half a dozen things that like I know about, where some kid will like ask me a question, like so for example, last year when I was taking Dashi from the airport to to here to the great state of Ohio, And this little girl comes up and just like, where did you get this doggy? And I was like, oh, well, my friend Lilith was in, she came to visit me from Austria, and we went to this big place called Lloyd's, and I had a bunch of dog statues there. But statue was a little bit better. And then, you know, this Russian guy comes in and he says, like, you have interest in the dog? And I was just like, well, yeah, he's awesome. But I saw a $30,000 chess set over there, and I don't think I can afford him. I didn't even want to look at the price. And I basically tell the story about how I got Dashy to this little girl, and the mom like threw herself out. I was like, oh my God, you were so good with her. Oh my, and like, long story short, yeah. Anyway, that was one of the things. And then it like triggered like a, what's that called with the inside out, the memory, a core memory, where it's like, I've had other women tell me like, yeah, when you were like, you know, playing with that kid, like my ovaries were exploding. I was like, bro, like the kid just like asked me a question about Green Lantern, and like I answered. I was like, well, you know, like, yeah, everyone likes Hal Jordan, but you know, John Stewart is my guy because he was on. Like, it's just treating them like people. Anyway, long story short, I never missed the opportunity to try to. I don't even want to say try to be nice. I feel like I don't try to be nice. It's just like that's just what I am. Anyway, that often helps with the ladies if you just treat kids like they're people and you answer their questions like you would anyone else, minus the cursing. Obviously, you don't want to set a bad example. Yeah, that's always been it's always been very helpful. So anytime, what, at any time y'all want to take photos, y'all want to do shots, maybe don't do shots with the kids, but yeah. Although in Ohio, apparently, I have never, in New York, maybe this is like a area like Midwest thing, but in New York, I never remember parents doing shots with the other parent. Like when we go trick or treating. Now, granted, I don't remember too much from my childhood, but I remember even at like 15, with free candy when you're a kid, like when you're a kid, that yeah, I was working and yet, but like it was free, so I would still go at 15. Fucking sue me, right? Um, I don't remember parents there doing shots with the other parents that were taking their kids like trick or treating. So anyway, that's a big thing in Ohio, though, doing shots with the parents. So I don't know. Maybe it is okay to do shots in front of kids. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, always though. Are you going to Vegas? Are you going to Vegas? I hope you do. We can do shots there. Can't wait to party. Shout out from Elmont, New York. Thanks for taking the vote. Yep. Long Island misses you, big dog. I go there. I go to New York pretty much once a month. I don't think I'll be able to go in November because Tuesday, like once, oh shoot, I have the OMI Homie show on Tuesday, and it's Veterans Day. Oh, Tuesday is going to be my last day here for a couple of weeks. A lot of the rest of the month I'll be gone. Arizona, Vegas, another secret place, maybe Vegas again. I don't know. Oh, maybe Colorado. I don't know. There's a bunch of places that'll be going. And then Thanksgiving, and then maybe I gotta go to a bunch of different places. You're in. I love you guys so much. Planet Vampire, you have these lines that just like, I remember a few times. One of them was like a qualification thing. One like you just, I want to like sit and like have a drink with you, man. Like it, awesome. Crazy Joe ones. Who bought Cryptoys? What do you know about them? Well, they haven't officially said that they were bought, but again, I'm thinking either Abstract Chain or Pudgy Penguins are the ones, because there's a lot of evidence and signs that point to that. What is the dude's name? Will Weinrob, who's the CEO of Cryptoys, has a Pudgy Penguins PFP. So yeah, I think there's something larger at play there than just, yeah, we haven't had any revenue in over a year, but here's this big announcement where we're going on Abstract, and all the Pudgy Penguins people are in our comments. So yeah, I think something's going on there. I'm almost positive. I'm like 99% sure something's going on. We just don't know what. It's not public yet. Ah, my back. Ah, my other back. Okay. And then let's do OMI real quick before we get to the news. Been 55 minutes here on stuff that is, I mean, still news, but anyway. JA says, "Brah, you were created with pure light and it shows." Kids see it, man. Have a great. Oh, thanks, man. You too. You too. Yeah, I've had dreams where I've actually had kids. One of which was with a great love. Another of which where I don't know where the kid came from. So one of which one dream with the kid was with an ex-girlfriend, and I feel like I probably tapped into a universe where that was really happening. You know, could have been. Another one was I was here, like I was just doing my stream, and then 14-year-old brown version of me comes out and it's like, hey, hi dad, what are you doing? I was like, bro, I'm streaming, and he's legit like a little version of me, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awesome. And that, yeah, that kind of makes me one day wanna. Did you name the the one dream I had with the little girl, I actually don't think I know what the name was, or if I did, I forgot. Again, it was a dream. I could probably go back and I think I called her though. I called my ex about it. I was like, hey, bro, I just had this crazy dream where we had a daughter, and she's like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't know. My son though, that I saw in the, like, I don't know what the dude's name was. Sorry, kid. Sorry. Regardless, for your information, I got suspicion that patient Hodler X account may be hacked. I might be able to find out. Hang on one sec. I don't have his X account. Oh, it's Hodler patient. Okay. Going live right now for crypto morning coffee. First time in a long time. Well, that was 2 days ago. But he has, let's see in his replies. All right, let's see his patient Hodler. Let's see if he's live. Is he live? He is not live. Oh, hiccups. I mean, it says he was live last 2 days ago, so I don't know why it says like for the first time in a long time, because he was literally live 2 days ago. Oh, and then he was live only a month ago. I don't know, but I do have him on somewhere else. So give me one sec to good. Let me shoot. He's in a group chat I'm in. Oh my gosh, Telegram does this thing where you take a photo and then you open up like the gallery and you go to click the photo that you just took, but it's not there. So you accidentally send another photo, and sometimes you send something that's not, not okay. Not okay. Anyway. Bitcoin 1015. Got reached out. Okay. How do I make these faces? I don't know. Anyway, speaking of YouTube, we're going to go to the YouTube and we're going to go to my live. And we are going to go in and tell everyone to smash that like button. It is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smash the like button down below, super chats as well. Thank you, Stacy. I am going to. I don't know. I don't know why I look like that. I don't know why I look like that. How. Okay. Fudge. I'm sorry. I need to. Oh lordy. Speak of the devil. I was just talking about this ex-girlfriend, and the world is cray, bro. World is cray. I'm gonna bet on it. I'm gonna bet on it. Yeah, I mean, it would have. Maybe I'll. This is wild. All right, let me just check out one thing here, and I promise I'll get to the news. Okay, we're good. We're good. Going to the photos. Yesterday. Okay, President Trump says the stock market has hit many record highs over the last 9 months. Hasn't helped crypto. The whale who lost 44 million by going long is now shorting ETH, revenge trading at its best. We have Ash Crypto Real saying insider Bitcoin whale is increasing his Bitcoin and ETH long positions. He now has 61 million in Bitcoin long and 42.8 million in ETH long. Nice. VeVe Digital Collectibles says the issue causing some duplicate items in the market has now been resolved. Thank you for your patience and understanding while we work to ensure that everything runs smoothly again. Hashtag VeVe, hashtag VeVe Digital Collectibles. Comey says breaking records has become a daily habit and we aren't complaining. There was 3.2, almost 3.3 million OMI burned on November 4th. Khaki Kaidence says, not gonna lie, I ain't seen this stuff anywhere else. Are these 3 VeVe exclusive, or am I a Spider-Man tourist? And you have my collectible saying, check out the video we posted, which shows the comic book that each of these come from. Such a wealth of knowledge. Love him. Love both of them. The mint date for Stardog is going to be on November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And the 20th is actually Darcy Donovan's birthday. It'll be a nice celebratory thing if we figure out how to get her to sell out on that day. We'll see. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Rising Star says this weekend he will be at an event in Columbia, South Carolina, talking all things VeVe. I'm ready to see people's reaction. There's a lot of people that don't know about VeVe, so I'm about to put them on. Boots on the ground. Let's go, Rising Star Larry. Let's get this bread. And he'll be at an event in Columbia, South Carolina. So let's go get that bread. Editing a small, about the second. Oh, whoa. I took a break to go on Facebook. I'm on my feed. The better about Jesus coming back, bro. Can't make this. Bro, I was legit just talking about you on live. And then I went to Facebook to see something, and I was like, speak of the devil. Devil, capital D? I'm going to put not capital D. Because heck the devil, right? Betting, stupid song. Yep, talk to Dex. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's go back to the rest of the news. The Wicked Collectors Expo in Columbia, South Carolina. Trading card, anime, and pop culture event in the Modern Collector. Jamil Shrine Temple, 206 Jamil Road, Columbia, South Carolina, November 8th and 9th, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I will be unable to go, but good for them. Good for him. Can't go over that. Sean O'Hare from Comics Crypto says, we are placing a $3,000 bounty on the Mint 1984 TMNT, Born Below, silver diorama dropping soon. VeVe official. 1984 represents the first appearance year of TMNT. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles diorama drops this Saturday on November 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so he's wrong. It doesn't drop on the 25th. It actually drops on this Saturday, which I think is the 8th. It's the 8th. I don't know why he put the 25th, but he did, which is fine. We don't need it to be super cray. Anyway, $3,000 bounty on that. I don't think I'll go live for it because I have not too many days here before I have to go be great elsewhere. Beatles. President Trump says crypto takes a lot of pressure off the dollar and it does a lot of good things. We're making the U.S. Bitcoin superpower the crypto capital of the world. Preach, girl, preach. Trump says that he has signed historic executive orders to end the federal government's war on crypto, yet it's still in the crapper. So we'll see that when it gets here. I'm a day late on it, but happy anniversary to Lorelai and Luke Danes. That was November 5th, 2016, when they got married all those years ago. Just in, $7 trillion Charles Schwab CEO Rick Wurster says that the company plans to launch crypto trading in the first half of 2026. Let's get that bread. Also, happy belated Guy Fawkes Day. Oh my God, like Planet Vampire, where the heck are you? Because I was just talking about this. Your jokes, man. All right, so this came out, I don't know when this was. It was, I think, 2 years ago. I don't know why we were talking about menopause. And then you're just like, yeah, it's when a cat gets into a fish tank. It's menopause. And I was like, bro, like that shit like got me to laugh so hard. Even yesterday when I was going over my Snapchat memories, I look at it, I was like, I forgot about that line. That is so good. I'm gonna put that into a comic, into a daCat comic. It's gonna be great. Oh, sorry. I love this game. Very good. Shout out to Greg Weick from Beyond Comics for selling out his Keto comic over on VeVe. Chris Severs says another fun VeVe official full variant cover set completed by the secret rare and ultra cover by Israel Silva Art and Philip Tan. That is the New Mutants. Looks pretty good. I remember that. Also platonic friends with Tammy. Pluton. Oh yeah, because the Plutonic. Yeah. Good times. What was it? Shit. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this. Convo kids and how I had two dreams where I had kids. Hanging out with you. Didn't mention your name, just X. Just said you were in X. Name, comma, gotta be grammatically correct. What did Robin Williams say? Language was created for one thing, boys, and is to woo women. And that's what you got to do sometimes. That's what you, who this? Ooh. First appearance of Echo as Ronin. Who is Ronin, and why has Captain America recruited her into the fold? Does it perhaps have something to do with Hydra helping the Silver Samurai get out of the country after he broke out of prison? This sounds like a cool thing. So I'm going to say straight fire for VeVe. Good for you. I hope that comic does well. Okay. Moving on here. Nancy May says the Trump effect. Walmart just announced that prices for a Thanksgiving dinner is now down 25% since under Joe Biden in 2024. Affordability is a Republican stronghold. Hopefully Republicans will use this irrefutable fact. Not gonna lie, Republicans got their asses handed to them in the most recent election, and Vivek Ramaswamy has gone on and said what they need to do in order to get that. What, the thumbnail? Yeah. I think that was one of the things on crypto. I think that was Darth Vader on Cryptoys, and they are. It looks like they were either acquired or they. Yeah, I don't know who would just give them money and to not. It looks to me like they were acquired. And yeah, I'm curious how VeVe responds to this. I'm curious if they have something in the plans, in the works. We'll see. Thank you for being a member, and shout out to the 213 people that are here. A great strength lies. Okay. In the DEVVE chat, you have Oscar 8 saying, difficult times are great for seeing where real strength lies and who your supporters are. When I launch a startup, it's the same. Your real team is the one that helps you without needing a big salary. Some people expect to gain benefits from something, while others just want to help you move forward and share the results later. I love the way Tom reminds us that feeling of being part of something bigger than the project itself. Let's keep on growing, supporting, and evolving together. This is the way. Nightshift says every line here hits the core of why DEVVE matters long term. Zero fluff, all fundamentals. Also, I don't think many people realize just how big the privacy narrative is in itself. Having your transactions exposed makes no sense, and TradFi won't accept it, yet auditability and transparency are still important. Tom goes on to say, have you ever wanted to trade something with someone or buy or sell something, but didn't know who should send their side first? Are you worried about hackers stealing your assets? Are you worried about losing your private keys, as many people did in the California fires? Do you think big companies are now going to need regulatory compliant privacy? Are they going to be worried about hacks like the Bybit hack happening to them? These are the problems that we solve. Ask yourself if these situations are important to the massive influx of TradFi moving into the space. And my advice is to keep the main thing in your mind as you evaluate what DEVVE really is. And outside of DEVVE, for those of you feeling pressure right now with how the markets have been, keep your chins up. You're still early in a space that has much more growth ahead. TradFi moving into DeFi is significant. Thank you all. And then I have, okay, Tom says, my view of where we've been and where we're headed is less pessimistic. I don't see unlimited time horizons. Pivots we had and the time we took kept us alive through lean times while exploring use cases. ESG didn't work out, for example, largely because it became politicized. That said, what is different now is that we've come full circle to our original designs for trading, and unlike projects like ESG, long-term utility, asset exchange, and lending and borrowing have pretty clear upside and value. We've been focused on enterprise and traditional finance mentalities from the beginning. The original design in Forex as a primary use case, for example, took the world about a decade to catch up with our vision. It's only been the past 6 to 9 months, nice, or so, that TradFi has finally started moving into the space in a significant way. It makes sense that a project that is ahead of its time wouldn't really take off until the markets catch up, but the markets have now caught up. He goes on to say that we did give a product announcement. We're making material progress on the DEVVE ecosystem platform. And I thoroughly explained what the main focus should be, and we're making strong progress towards it. It's not an echo chamber. It's observable innovation with descriptions on how the innovation works, solving real provable needs in massive space with material progress. Sounds like it was written by ChatGPT. Debbie Rise says, once the upcoming announcements are made, many users will naturally want to move larger volumes through the DEVVE exchange and benefit from the fraud, loss, protection, and self-custody model. At the moment, since trading still happens externally via Ethereum, do you expect that the native exchange infrastructure to be live around the same time frame? I think a lot of people will want assurance before moving significant capital into the platform. Tom says the DEVVE ecosystem platform will include CTS, fraud, theft, and loss protections, exchange capabilities, and lending capabilities. The updates we're given include progress toward that product. I'm glad this was automated. That was done. Carlos from SHIRO explains to Kirk Worcester Jr. how they're bringing comics, videos, and art on chain with a focus on interoperability. I had gone on and commented, can't wait to see the SHIRO on VeVe. Oh, what's up, Zombie? How's it going, fam? Love you, Zombie. You great. You the best. Around, never gonna ever keep it down. You're the best. Around, listen to the sound. Okay, I put this on TikTok before. So I get a call from my housemate here at the gym, and it's like, hey, are you in the house? I was like, no. He's like, I think someone's in the house. I was like, he's like, I'm calling the police. Like, fuck. Okay, so I immediately exit the gym, and I'm driving home under the speed limit, and I get in. I immediately go into where we keep the guns, and I see Ralphie's there, our doggo. I was like, okay, if there's someone in the house, you didn't hurt the dog, so they might have a little bit of a soul. So I'll keep my finger off the trigger. And I go in and I clear the house, and okay, no one's here. But I was feeling really good because I hadn't done that in a while. So I was like, okay, I didn't go to the grocery store, so I'm going to go to the grocery store. And I don't know why, but Creed, I forget the name of the song. I don't even know the lyrics of the song. I was like, well, I know the lyrics, but I wasn't singing the lyrics. I was like, her, like that song. And then I was like humming that really loudly, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see the across the street neighbor that's like, and I was like, "Huh," and then I go into the truck, and then as I'm about to leave, this landscaping Mexican crew, some brown people that are not of this area, and they get out of the truck and they have a bunch of stuff to put in the garage, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Long story short, my garbage pails no longer fit in the garage, but I've talked to you, I think, about this before, where I've had times where certain and they're all landscaping company people. They look at me like I'm not supposed to be there. Like they look at me like, "How are you here?" And it's the same look that I get in dreams where they know where I know it's a dream, and they know I know it's a dream. They're like, "You're not supposed to be here. How are you doing this?" And I get that same look from all of these landscaping companies throughout the town, and I don't know why. I don't know what that's telling me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyway, I had it again. It was long story. Where was I? I got a text message. Please send again, please. Attachment. There you go. That's the attachment. And then, okay. Cypher PK says Fortnite X Disney map is coming tomorrow, and it just seems that a lot of the stuff that we get on VeVe, they also get on Fortnite and Roblox, and it's like I gotta believe there's some type of connection. I don't know what, but some type of connection. Oh, puppy. Anyone knows? Yeah, I've been asking people if anyone knows anyone who's selling OMI. Originally, we just had an order up $1 billion, but now we have up to $2 billion that we're looking to get, and maybe at this point in the day, maybe like 1.8 now, 1.7, even 1.5, but because they've been buying. But again, I don't know who's selling at these levels. Give me one sec. I got additional support. Okay, that's great. Tagged him in another Telegram, but no answer yet. And I also am not seeing him on live, where on his X account he said he would be live, but he is not. So we shall see. Oh god, I got a new comment. Give me one sec. Was at zombie. Meow meow meow. CNBC announced live on TV that Walmart will now accept Bitcoin and crypto via OnePay Cash. They have over 150 million users, and this is great for the crypto game. Omar Loves He says, "That's me too, Randy, in Manhattan. Let's go. New York for life," even though I would not want to be in New York right now. Omar, you got to get out of there. Got to get out of New York, buddy. It's not safe anymore. It's not good. I relate what you mean. Good times. Oh, you get that too? Me and Omar have very similar lives, and we've had similar lives for a long time. Oh, yeah, definitely hacked. Okay, yeah. Patient Hodler was definitely hacked. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I just got messages from what the Patient Hodler account has been. Of course, he's Hodler patient here. Yeah, it doesn't look like. Although I don't know. Yeah, it looks like his account was definitely hacked. I am not seeing. Yeah. So don't interact with Patient Hodler yet, because we believe his account was hacked. They've been going up. They got comics and crypto. They got Patient Hodler. This is very strange. Crypto czar David Sachs says there is great progress on crypto market structure legislation. Yes, it is. Okay. Want to come on and talk woo shit? Fidelity and ARK Invest have bought $196.2 million worth of Bitcoin as of yesterday at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is insane. On this day, 13 years ago, a good amount of my friends did not vote in the 2012 election because of Halo 4. I repeat, on this day, 13 years ago, a good amount of my friends did not vote because of Halo 4. Wild times, right? Wild times. Yes, good times. Ask a sinner. My friends are crazy. Hooch is crazy. Tom Lee's Bitmine has bought 40,718 ETH, worth 137 million today. Smart money still accumulating. Total 227 billion has been added to the crypto market in less than 2 days. Looks like the market might be recovering just a little bit. What do we got here? New York City about to get crazy. Yeah, I think it's January 1st. Mamdani takes, right? All right, let's head over to the crypto Twitter. Oh no. Go grab those meds and feel better. Yes, definitely. When you're better. Yeah. Hey, Randy, saw a video of where a New York City resident was voting and did not have to provide an ID when he tried. He got rejected from presenting. Yeah, that is also absolutely insane. That is a very wild one. That is a, I don't know what you would call it, bananas, craziness. And people wonder why there's voter fraud. Monty has already asked people for donations for his promised policies. That is not good. That is not going to work. What he's wanting to do has been tried time and time again. It has been met with disastrous results. New York gonna get wrecked. Feel bad, but it's the price you get for being there. Not me though. Miss me with that ish. All right, let's go to the X account and see where we are in the crypto Twitter. My back. How does that happen? Darcy Donovan says, get ready to turn the page on something big. Star Dogs. Countdown continues. 16 days left until Star Dogs makes its grand debut. Is your invitation to dive into the next exciting chapter with us or be part of something truly extraordinary? Good for you, Darcy. Good for you. We have Erica Kirk receives the first ever Charlie Kirk Legacy Award. She was honored at the Fox Nation Patriot Awards with the inaugural Charlie Kirk Legacy Award. Good for you. The memes about her and JD Vance are, not gonna lie, they're pretty funny. In poor taste, but still pretty funny. Crypto Nero says crime season on Sui. Crime season, not crime season. Leonard Leo, I don't know who Leonard Leo is. Real revolution begins. The shareholder vote was merely permission. What comes next redefines existence. This was written by ChatGPT. Come on, Marian Awful. Elon's announcements of a chip fabrication facility larger than current gigafactories signals the infrastructure for genuine abundance. Custom silicon at 10% of NVIDIA's cost doesn't just optimize margins, it democratizes intelligence itself. Marian Awful, hire a writer because this reeks of ChatGPT. April Cybercat production launches transportation without human limitation. Optimus performing surgery better than humanity's finest physicians while costing $20,000 obliterates the scarcity model that defines modern economics. When Elon claims these robots will eliminate poverty and expand the economy tenfold, he's not speculating. He's describing the mathematical inevitability when labor becomes effectively free. Those who fought the compensation package were defending a dying paradigm. They wanted Tesla to remain an automaker when it's becoming humanity's abundance engine. Every chip fabricated, every robot assembled, every autonomous mile driven pushes civilization closer to post-scarcity reality. The vote secured the architect. Now watch him build paradise. Ooh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Cuba failed. They did. Very badly. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me. Nancy Mace has retained an attorney to take swift and severe legal action against American Airlines at the Charleston airport following allegations they falsified incident reports to defame her. Thank you for attention to this matter. We're with you, Nancy. Oh, gosh. Sorry, cat. Simple, very good point. Dom Kwok from EZA says, anonymous sources tell me Laura Shin, 279,000 followers over on X, doesn't actually believe Ripple is worth nothing. She just wanted to tank the price of XRP so she could buy the dip. Jay Synaptic has said, why listen to people who have never built anything themselves? Dom Kwok says, this is simple but very good point. It's like Doctor Strange. It's a simple spell but quite unbreakable. If someone is not actually building in the space, it's very unlikely they understand how it works. For example, if I wanted to learn how to build a building, I'd go to the builder's building, not the residence. Similarly, if you want to learn about crypto, you should go directly to the people building it, not the observers or journalists writing about it. What's that famous line? Winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. I love this game. Let's go on. What are you doing? Maya Nick says, on my way to smoke post-reality hookah and call it spiritual machine learning. P.S. Dear ex-algo, flexing my lats, not adult content. Yesterday, half-inch cleavage, one shoulder, and 1/3 lats flagged it. Let this athlete flex in peace. That's hysterical. I'll give it a like for that. I won't show it, though, God forbid. Again, it's just her back. Trump administration is pausing port fees. Potential shipping deal with China. Trump administration has suspended U.S. port fees while pushing to reopen trade talks with Beijing, aiming to calm chaos in global shipping. Officials say the goal is to stabilize trade routes and reduce supply chain costs amid mounting pressure and tensions from U.S. importers. The White House says it's about increasing efficiency and keeping goods flowing, but others call it a desperate bid to patch up a trade war that never really docked. If this is Trump's version of smooth sailing, expect some political waves ahead. Agreed. There's an ad. What is this potato finance on Sui? That it looks pretty interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to write a comic for him because it looks cool. I would read that comic. But we have Kson.Sui saying congrats to the people that have faith and trust the team at Potato Finance. If you have minted heroes with WL1, which is 5 Sui, you are now up nearly 4x. Impressive. Senate votes down Dems' effort to block Trump from attacking Venezuela. In a close vote, the Senate just shot down a Democratic attempt to stop Trump from ramping up military action against Venezuela. The vote was 49-51, and even some Republicans like Rand Paul and Lisa Murkowski joined the Dems in opposing Trump. But in the end, Trump wins. Basically, the Senate says, go ahead, Trump, do your thing. Venezuela might want to start looking over its shoulder. I think Trump said something similar about Nigeria. I'm going to have... I can't even say it. More on Nigeria later. Also, you can now collect Lamborghini digital collectibles on Stacker World. You were never allowed to do that before, but now you can. Lamborghini was one of those brands that would just not allow their stuff to be sold on Stacker. But now they are. Good times. Ripple Tesla shareholders unleash Elon. $1 trillion pay package approved with 75% mandate. Tesla shareholders just gave Elon the keys to history. Over 75% voted yes on a compensation package worth up to $1 trillion. The crowd erupted, Elon, Elon, echoing through the room. But this isn't participation trophy energy. Elon has to hit 12 audacious milestones, market cap targets, revenue goals, profitability benchmark. Every dollar tied to execution. Miss them? nothing. Achieve them, he becomes the world's first trillionaire, which I think there's a few of those already. But this is capitalism at its purest. Performance or bust. Shareholders just bet everything, and they bet that Elon delivers. And I think he delivers too, because I would never bet against him. He's the smartest man in the world. Let's go, Elon. Let's get this bread. I'm rooting. Keep it up. I'm rooting for you, baby. Name that quote. It's an awesome quote. It's from Pokemon. President Trump announces a $100 billion trade deal with Uzbekistan. Let's go. I love this game. Okay. Nancy May says, I'm going to say is my polling must be through the roof. Straight fire. Love you, Nancy. All right, everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Algorithm rhythm. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Oh, I got my Gyarados shirt on today. One day, I think we get Pokemon, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. But I feel like Aragorn at the end of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. But it is not this day, but maybe one day. All right, guys, I love you. I'll talk to you later. We'll see y'all in Vegas next week. Woo! Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.